We are back. It looks like the stream is up and running. Film Nerds episode 18 tonight. Apologies for last week. I don't know what the hell happened. We just had some technical difficulties that were completely out of our control. Apologies to Ray, but he's kind enough to come back again tonight. So, everybody, we got a special guest, Raymond Davis, running back from Temple. How's it going, Ray?
Pretty good. First and foremost, thanks for having me. Pretty excited going round two here, so just hope it works out still.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Looks like we got some messages coming in, so it looks like we're good. How's it going, Garrett? How's it going, Nick?
Dude, it's going really well. I'm glad it's actually working this time. I'm not gonna lie, it was weird because that's the thing. Like I think people don't always realize on the other end, like Jared puts in so much time and effort to making sure like everything goes perfectly. So for it to like jack up like that it's devastating. So and to get a guy with the caliber of Ray, getting a chance to talk with him last week, him as a person, obviously he's a great dude, but he's also a fantastic player, freshman phenom. So it's gonna be fun to break down his tape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing that people don't get what we got last week with Ray, we talked a lot off air, and I was like, man, we should record this, and everyone could have heard it, and it just gets me more excited for tonight to dive more into his thought process because, Ray, you're super well spoken, you're really knowledgeable in terms of your teammates and everything, so it's got me really excited for tonight. So I'm pretty pumped.
Thank you.
Yeah, so a little bit about Ray. Last year, he almost eclipsed 1,000 yards while splitting time with a fifth-year senior. 936 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, another 181 through the air, and 2 more touchdowns. So, great freshman year. You're our first 2022 eligible guy here on the stream, so super pumped for that. So tell us a little bit about your Twitter handle, man. I see it's Mr. Heisman 7.
Yeah.
How long have you had that?
I've had it since I was probably like sophomore in high school. And it's one of those like, it's like you ever like get a goal and you put it up on the mirror and you're like, oh, like I want to make it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, on the other hand, every kid wants to be a Heisman winner. Every kid wants to dream to be at least a Heisman candidate or a finalist. So I just felt like, if I write it down, I try to, achieve it. Maybe it could happen someday. And, I never thought of it in high school. And then kind of now I got to college. It's been like a big, it's been out there. Everyone's talked about it. I think ESPN had an interview with me before the Memphis game. And they were talking about it. And I was like, maybe I'll change it. But I'm like, it kind of sticks.
Yeah.
It's one of those like, you got to leave it. So I left it in. The goal again is to win it. And,
Mm-hmm.
whether if I do or if I don't, then at least I could always say I had that dream and I was always trying to achieve it no matter what.
For sure, man. Why not aim to be the best?
Yeah.
So,
where are you at right now, Ray? Just to let our everyone who's watching know, what's like your height, what's your weight? What are some of those?
Yeah, so right now, weight-wise, I've been up and down. When I came here as a media last year, I was 230 pounds. I went into the season 210 pounds. So right now I'm between 210 and 212. With cleats on, I'm 5'10", and without cleats, I'm 5'9". I'm sticking with the 5'10".
I'm with you.
I stick with the 5'10". But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. The goal is to just continue to add more muscle. I like playing at 210 this season. I know they want me to kind of be around 210, 215, just for the speediness of it. But I've overcame a lot, being 230 pounds and super out of shape coming out of high school to summer working out 3 times a day in the California heat, and just I was getting tired of being called a chubby guy. When I first came in, guys were like, "Oh, I could play a 3-tech, or I could play fullback." So, I was like, nah. So I dedicated to losing weight, and I did, and I'm very comfortable where I'm at. I could always do better and get stronger, but right now I'm comfortable.
Very cool. Ray, you obviously had a fantastic freshman year. that's what guys hope for and dream for, is to, push 1,000 yards as a true freshman. Most guys don't even get enough touches to even, sniff that. So, but with your game, with your play, who do you model your game after? Who would we watch in the league or watch in college, and we could say that you've taken some things from their game, or you steal a little bit here and there? Who would you say you're like?
So I'm gonna continue to say it. I say it almost every interview. James Conner. I like James Conner a lot. I liked what he did at Pitt. I liked what he did for the Steelers within his first couple of seasons with them. So I'm gonna always say James Conner because I like the way that he runs. He can be a versatile in the sense of he can be your home run hitter, but he can be your ground and pound. A little bit of Darren Sproles too. I played quarterback in high school. I played DB. I was a punter. I was a kick returner. I was a kicker. So I was very versatile in many different areas. And with Darren Sproles, you put him in the slide, put him in the backfield, punt return, kick return. So I kind of take his versatility, and then with James Conner's powerful running, I would say those two. Right now in the game, if I had to pinpoint, I got to be like Raheem Mostert, man, 49ers. Yeah, he's different. He's one of those guys that you just can't figure out because he's just so athletic and God gifted. So I look at his highlights almost every other day or whatsoever. But I use him in Madden all the time too. I rack up at least 300 plus yards with him. So definitely the Raheem Mostert is the guy I look at right now.
So you mentioned you played quarterback in high school. How do you think that helped you going into college?
It helped me because, learning plays, me playing quarterback, I had to know all these plays. I had to, know what everybody else was doing, from the linemen to the running backs to the receivers to reading the defense. I feel very comfortable reading the defense and kind of learning plays. So when I came into college, I was able to absorb plays a lot quicker and know, okay, this is the front, this is what we want to do. I understand it. I'm able to teach it to my teammates or my other guys in our room. So that helped me out to put me in the position I am now.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the recruiting process for you? Because you were in San Francisco, and then you told us you also were on the East Coast, and just kind of help people what that journey was like for you.
It was a little difficult because being far away from my family, not really being with them every step of the way. The biggest help that I had during the recruiting process was my father. Him talking to me, him sitting me down and telling me, listen, these are the options you got. He went with me on the recruiting trips. He talked to me about the schools. He was excited as I was. So, kudos to him. Shout out to my father because he made the recruiting process a lot easier for me. And what people don't understand is that the hype and the enjoyment of getting recruited is completely fun, but making the decision is really hard. That's one of those where do you want to spend the next 4 to 5 years at? And it was difficult, but look where I'm at now. I think I made the best choice, and I'm just happy that I have my family behind me to make these choices, and I don't regret anything or not going. I think every school will offer me, but I don't regret not going to them.
The one thing I always advise kids, because I coach high school football and I was in college as well, is it's a family, and everything that you talked off air with your teammates and your coaches, it seems like, that family aspect is really big. Is that kind of what you think with Temple right now? Is that you guys are that close and it kind of made that transition easier?
Yeah, it's a brotherhood here. With my teammates, and these coaches are like having another father in my life. These coaches are people I know I can go to whenever things get hard, whenever things get rough. And then with my teammates here, we're with each other 25/8. And I'm with them in the locker room during the day and meetings. So this is like my family, my second family from home. So that also made the transition a lot better because you want to be somewhere where you're comfortable with guys, you're comfortable with someone who, most of these guys, the guys on my team, they come from where I've come from, the struggle of being where I've been. So I can relate it to them. We can talk about it. They can say, bro, I've been there. I know what you're going through. I have the sympathy and empathy for you, and I totally understand. So it made things 100 times better.
Ray, we're gonna get to your tape here real quick, but one last question.
I got one more too.
You got one more? All right, we got two more because Jared's got to get another question.
Hey, this is fantasy football. It's fantasy related.
If there's one thing, somebody watching, they might not know you, might not have seen you play, or might not know you as a person. So it can be on or off the field. I'll let you decide. What's one thing that you would want our audience to know about you?
Oh, that's yeah. Well, one would be like I'm allergic to cats. My friend told me I should say that because I'm over here dying low key. But no. I mean, people. I can't speak for others, but I can only say like, I'm the type of guy who always looks out for other people. I put other needs before me, and like I said, I will never down talk to my teammates. A lot of people talk about the running back room. They talk a lot about me, but I never want them to talk just about me. I want them to talk about Tavon Ruley, Edward Sadio, Nasus, Neely, Mike Mitchell, Kyle Dobbins. Like, I want them to talk about everybody because all those guys deserve to be where I'm at, and all those guys have put in the work and effort to be where I'm at. So I'm always just trying to, do right by my teammates, do right by people, and always just put their needs first. And I think a lot of people would vouch for that, and my coaches can vouch for that I care a lot about people, and I feel like I got that trait from my mother, from my father, and just my family in general, that, we're always trying to put other people's needs before ours, and, whether it bites us in the butt or it becomes successful, like, that's one thing that I was taught, to always care for others and treat them the way I want to be treated.
Love it.
That's awesome, man. So one last question here. So obviously this is a Dynasty fantasy football related show. So a lot of us three, we do Devy fantasy football, which means we can own college football players before they come into the NFL. So right now, taking yourself out of the picture, can you rank the top 10 running backs in college football going into next year?
Top 10. I can give you top. I can give you like top 3 maybe, because I can't think of 10.
All right, give me 5. Give me 5.
I'll give you 5. All right. So without a doubt, I'm taking Gaineswell. I've said that. I've complimented his game a lot.
Okay.
I like the kid out of Louisville. The running back.
Hawkins.
Yeah, I like Hawkins. I think his speed is ridiculous. Definitely Bryce out of Iowa. He has great, tremendous patience in the hole. His patience is ridiculous, and I watched some of his stuff too. Let's see who else.
Got Etienne, Najee, Chuba.
For the older guys, I got it. Chuba. Oh my God, Chuba's number 1.
But yeah, I see you were going more younger guys.
That's a Canadian legend right there. He's gonna be bigger than Drake when he gets there. If I'm calling it. Definitely Chuba's that. To be able to hit 1,000 way before 5 games in, I think
that's crazy.
That's insane. But Chuba's number 1. Then I'm definitely going to stick with Gaineswell. I'm going to have to go Najee. And then I'm going to have to go with the Louisville kid. I like him a lot. And then the sleeper that everyone sleeps on is the Buffalo running back, man. Peterson, I think his name.
Yeah, Patterson, Jarrett Patterson. Yeah, he's
people
nice.
are sleeping on him, but
he produces.
I got to watch it with my own eyes when we played Buffalo, so he's a sleeper pick, and I think he definitely is going to be a top pick in the draft out of the running back group next year if he goes in. But those are my top 5 right now.
Cool. All right, well, let's get into the tape. Let's roll it.
Yeah.
Ray, I think your uncle's in here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He said probably.
LA?
Yeah. He's in there. I think maybe half my whole family's in here, to be honest.
Oh, good.
They'll learn a little or two about some college fronts and stuff, so it'll be pretty good.
All right, so we're starting off with Cincinnati here.
Gotcha.
So, you kind of just take the reins here. Of course, I can rewind, fast forward, and stuff like that. Just walk us through thought processes and stuff like that.
I definitely think this Cincinnati game was, again, this is the first play of the game, just kind of running our simple inside zone. And it was pretty good. Again, we got to look at the front and what they were doing up front. I don't want to give it too much. But as you can see, as I bent it back because that DN kind of spiked in, so which gave me the outside cut. And I just, I tried to play as best as possible. As a DB, they're always trained to keep us inside and force us inside. So he kind of forced me inside. And so I took it and kind of just went up with it, got a little bit of yards.
Yeah. Good job cutting up and getting north and south.
I figured he was going to, try to force me inside. So if I gave him a move to attempt to go outside, he'd bite on it a little bit, which he did. And a lot of guys this season were straight ankle tackle me. kind of see right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, that this season, no more ankle tackles. I think I could have had at least 12, 13 touchdowns without getting tripped up. But this is just a simple flat route.
So you pretty comfortable catching the ball out of the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, we practice this a lot throughout the season. So, again, it's just a simple get out, try to get your head turned as fast as possible. We understand that they probably were playing man, and that linebacker was too deep inside. So I knew I was going to have to get it and turn quickly up the field, and he had a pretty good angle.
Yeah, that's a nice shot making the guy miss there. Yeah, so these cut-ups, we just cut it right off as soon as you're, like, pretty much out of the picture.
Yeah, got you. This is, again, just a simple – it was a really I won't say an RPO, but we were trying to see what they were giving us up front with the linebacker, and I had to turn my head pretty quick because our guard got beat, and he had to just get rid of it. And I'm kind of our hot route if things get bad, and he just took a great angle. Again, I was playing with a high ankle sprain like half the season, so I was kind of iffy on a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah,
a lot of guys are going for my ankles.
Damn, that's tough to play with as a running back.
Yeah, it's not fun to play with at all. But I definitely would wish that on nobody.
You're showing pretty good balance and quick feet for that.
Yeah, I try. I try not to put too much weight on it, but I was able to. This game was a pretty good game for me. I was pretty excited. And stuff like that. I wish you would have got this W. I think it was a hard-fought game on both teams.
Cincinnati was no slouch. I mean, they had a very good football team this year.
I liked their running back last year too, Warren.
Yeah, Warren was pretty good. I could definitely warn you now, though. First half, we ran the ball probably 3 times, so you probably want to go to the second half.
Okay.
I remember very much because I was very upset. Because we ran the ball 3 times, but it's another one of the runs, just inside zone. Our guard was trying to work his way up. The linebacker, the D tackle just kind of went under him and was able to make the tackle.
Yeah, not much you can do there.
They split a double and the end crash too.
Yeah, but I can definitely tell you, our lineman, it was legit this season. I don't want no one to ever discredit those guys.
Come on, you got to push them. You got to push them over the
I was in there. Look at that. I was in there. And then I lost him. I didn't know where he went. Then I thought he had the first down.
What is your coaching point on that, Ray?
Just grab him and push. Grab him and push. Man.
Keep it simple.
Hey, you're running your feet.
I lost him. So I was trying to get a little shove in there with the shoulder, but it didn't really work. But one thing, I wanted to work on this season was blocking. I think this game they weren't really giving us a lot of USA blitzes. They weren't really blitzing the linebackers or safety much. Or what they would do is they'd play 3 down, bring the DN or the outside linebacker late, so one of our line would have to pop off. But they would kind of stun it. They would like act like they're going, and then they back in the coverage. So this one wasn't that much, but
you said USA blitzes.
Yeah,
Can you
USA
explain
blitzes.
what that means for other people.
Yeah, some USA blitzes are just kind of like the linebackers and what they're doing in the sense of some of them could be wrapping around, so some of the DNs could be crashing inside and picking, and they'll just wrap around. So we'd see it late. You do some corner crashes. So if you look at the top corner at the 20-yard line, if he were to do a corner crash, he'd blitz and I'd pick him up immediately. But the way we look at it is we scan and pick up anybody who's coming in. So right here, this was just a simple RPO route. They saw the quarterback saw something. I don't know what he saw because I don't play quarterback, but he saw something and he pulled in, which was a pretty good read, but. You could also see this linebacker right here. He's playing me tight. So, again, they saw something. They saw probably the one-on-one coverage and just went with that.
I forgot I can draw on the screen for everybody here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, what year is number 2 here?
Yeah, Zay just got picked up by the Redskins, so he's
okay. Yeah, while watching your tape, I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, Zay was great. It was phenomenal this season. He did a lot for us. Again, it's just simple play here. Blue number 18. That's going to be a guy to watch out. So
yeah, the receiver there.
Yeah, if you rewind back a little bit, so you see how
here.
No, the back one, the one you had. Next one.
Okay.
Good.
And this is a dart right here. That's
it was a dart right on that one. So if you pause it right here, go a little bit back. So you see what 11's doing. He's kind of stacking on top of 93-ish. So it looks like he could be coming in as a blitzer because, they got 4, and then he would be the 5th guy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know, because sometimes what they kept doing was they'd fake it and then pull back in coverage, or they'll bring him right here. They kind of brought him late-ish, so if he played a little bit and then he comes in late.
Yeah,
so then that's where I would have to kind of play him a little bit. So I was kind of looking, I'm waiting, and then I was going to get out. I ended up getting out late, but that was kind of what guys were doing. They'd be baiting us a lot.
Dude, the
now, are you
that
identifying?
As a freshman is huge, man.
Are you identifying that? Pre-snap, are you calling that out for your offensive line, or is that just something that you're expected to know when the offensive line knows that you're getting any of those blitzers?
Yeah, our O-line gives us signals, let us know what side we're blocking on, who's an extra man, what side they're sliding on. So that's kind of how we do it. And sometimes I identify too. If I can see someone blatantly blitzing, I would know.
You'll call it out.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, this is what they're doing. Here's it going.
So Ray, question I have for you is, is it slide? Do you guys bob it?
They kind of mix it up. I don't know what they do up front. We kind of just get a hand signal and we kind of go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is when we kind of start running. So this is just simple outside zone play. I'm kind of riding with the wave to see kind of which way they're going. And again, it all depends on that DN on the far side. So if he started from the beginning, I think he's number 43. So, if he's in a 9 tech or he's kind of straight up. So right now he's a little bit inside. It's hard to see from this angle. Mm-hmm. But if he were to go jump up the field, so like 74 grabs him, he kind of takes him out. So then that washes him down and makes my hole kind of quicker to come in. So I'm coming off 58's butt crack, or 58 to right cheek, which is our center Hennessy. He bumps off and works his way up. So I was able to insert pretty quick and get a little bit of yards. But everything is kind of based off what that DN does. If he spikes up or he kind of stunts it and stays there, it all just relays on our insert.
So you're checking that out pre-snap. You're getting a good scan.
Yeah, I always try to get a good scan to see what that DN's doing, what tech he's in and how he's playing it. Again, I can always go slow and take my time, or I can kind of just try to insert pretty quick, which you'll see in the 2-lane. If 2-lane's up here, you'll see during the 2-lane film.
Yeah, it's the last game.
Yeah, where the DM kind of stunted in, and I had to make a quick insert.
Yeah, I see you trying to chop him there.
Yeah, that was it. My chop game was pretty good. So again, right here, it's a simple insert again. You see
good vision.
You see what the DN's doing. So this time they brought the outside linebacker, and what they do is they stunted it. So which means that they stood him up. So even if I tried to go outside, they would be there, and they just had too many guys than what we can handle, because our tackle couldn't get outside for him. So I just followed the wave, and 19 baited himself into the blocking until Javon blocking.
Carry this guy for 5 yards.
Yeah, that's what I kind of do. I just kind of keep my legs moving. That's all.
I noticed that. You do always keep your legs moving.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I can do. Just keep it a little moving, but the outside zone, follow the wave, and then kind of just get vertical from there and try to get as many yards as possible.
Good cut by your right tackle there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then this one is just a simple, just try to get the first down. Nothing
too
crazy. Get the first down. By the way, again, our lineman was blocking him. I came off his butt crack and kept it up straight.
Little cameo. I think they were talking about you, and I just I have it muted.
Oh, they got the Twitter on there.
Look at that. It is, Mr.
I think that's what they were talking about. I think
they were talking about the Twitter handle, so that's why I said I got to keep it. It's,
for sure.
Yeah, great packing to do.
Were you 7 in high school then?
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get back to that.
It's a good number, man.
Great number. My dad wore it.
Yeah.
Right.
You mentioned Blue, and you mentioned the Tulane game earlier. I was the one watching that one, cutting that one up.
Really? Yeah.
He was eating the Tulane game.
Dude, I think people are not going to understand what he's going to do next year. He's going to.
Who's that? Sorry.
Blue. We were talking about him a second ago,
okay.
And he mentioned the Tulane game as well. He was eating that game.
Yeah, if you go back, so right back was just a simple chip blocking for us. This is where I get my money makers, where I just try to destroy one of the DNs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just try to get him on the ground. I got him on the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Did you guys game plan for this guy?
Oh, no, just kind of like that now. It's just kind of our game plan in general.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Again, simple outside zone, follow the wave as much as possible, an insert whenever we see it. What they were kind of doing is they weren't really giving us much up front. Our lineman was able to take them and push them up a couple yards, and with our guys going to the second level, they were opening some holes for me.
Yeah.
You're really patient, Ray. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, Ray, during the course of the season, I know you guys had 2 quarterbacks, and sometimes you would use them even alternating drives at times.
Yeah.
How did that affect you? Did it affect you at all, or was there one that you preferred, or you got the ball more when he was in?
No,
or
I don't. I love.
Can you go back, Joey?
Yeah, I love both those guys. So it was great on the field with both of them. Toddy is more of a runner, so it made that, and with him, it just made the DN freeze up. So instead of having the DN chase me backside, anything related to like handing the ball off, he's so much of a run threat and so much of a great athlete that DN would kind of freeze up to play. So I'll have the cutback lane eventually if I don't ride the wave, or just I don't need to worry about someone chasing me down backside. And then having Russo, and Russo is just a general, Russo is the true leader on the field. So just having his confidence and being with him is also good too.
Is he back?
Yeah, Russo's back. So
and then you guys, I don't know what game it was. You guys were rotating quarterbacks. Did you guys do that all year? Or?
Yeah, we did that all year, and which was pretty good. Yeah, we did all year. Yeah, cats, man, I'm dying over here. But yeah.
Can you
that all year?
Can you walk through this one for me, Ray? So this is an adjustment, I'm assuming, right? To have you step up and for pass pro, because they show 6, right?
Yeah. So I'm not going to say exactly what we call it, because
Well,
but basically, we see something up front where they're stacking both the linebackers over the center, so it means that they're bringing 6, which is there's going to be someone left open. So what we do is me and the center identify who he has, who I have. So this guy, as you can see, they showed it and then they brought back in coverage. So I would pick up the lone guy, and our center would help out with the guard. Or take over one of the guys coming in. So I ended up picking up 19, which is the linebacker who I identified in the pre-snap. And
Good.
Yeah. It was just a simple inside zone. What they were doing a lot in this game was whenever we had ran this play specifically, they'd bring 2 linebackers, so it'd be kind of hard because our tight end will have to pick which one to block. And my goal was to try to make the other one miss. Some of them they would bring, sometimes they wouldn't. It'd be one of those hit or miss plays, and you'll see later on in the game what I did was I made an adjustment, realizing that they brought 2 in there, and it was a great catch by Blue.
Oh, he held on to that.
Yeah, he held on to that. Then he got up and he gave himself a little favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this kid out.
Yeah, but no, Jaden Blue, man, check him out. He's gonna be a stud. He is a stud already. Not going to be. He is a stud. Not here again. We were beating him outside the way our linemen were pushing him. So we knew outside zone with the stretching was gonna be good, having the extra blocking up front, and the holes are opening up. I just had to make great inserts. And
that's just a good feel.
Yeah, staying present.
Like right there, you have that subtle cut at the 44, because right here, and then you feel it and go right and get another few.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Right here, this is where they did it. So they brought it's kind of a poopy block for me, but they brought him late, so I thought I was going to pick up 19.
Yeah.
41. I thought I was going to pick up 41, but our lineman ended up sliding over to take him, so I took 6. And I was debating if I was going to cut him or block him, but I was able to get a little chip on him to throw him off his path a little bit. Yeah.
I like that you attack at least, Ray, because it gives you more room to your quarterback then.
Yeah.
Always fighting.
Yeah, I was always trying to fight, man. I wish they had blown the whistle. I thought I could at least got a couple more yards.
Yeah, that was weird they did.
Yeah, I thought it was still a play we could have kept going and, could at least got a couple more yards. So this is the play I was talking about. So we ran, if you remember a couple plays back, we ran that where they brought 2 linebackers in the hole, and it was kind of hard for us to block it. So I realized, okay, this time, since they're all crammed in the box, and this guy, the outside linebacker, he was going to bait inside anyway. So I decided to cut in, then work my way outside, which if you see that linebacker outside, he ended up falling for it and crashing in pretty hard. And I knew I was going to have the outside from there.
So you baited 27 into – you kind of baited him in there.
Ray, one of the things that I noticed, I didn't get a chance to watch much of this game. Like I said, I was breaking down a couple of the other ones though.
Yeah.
But even from watching this now with you here and the other games that I watched, one of the things that I was really impressed with, and this is something that's really tough to teach, is you're a really quick processor, which allows you to be very smooth in your movements. It doesn't look like you're taking a lot of time second guessing yourself and trying to adjust all this stuff. Like, you're a very quick processor. I know that's kind of hard to elaborate on because it's just kind of something you either have or you don't. But tell us about kind of that feel that you have for the game while you're out there.
It's kind of just like when I played quarterback in high school. Yeah, this one was just a simple. This was just a screenplay, and we need those yards. It's 3rd and 14, so I knew I was getting it. I just had to figure out a way to get the first down. It was great blocking by Klein, Hooper, and BMAC, and thankfully 97 threw me a little couple yards. I mean, look at the guy.
Yeah.
97 was a D tackle when he made the tackle, so I give him a lot of credit for that.
It was a great read on the block from 52, though. If you read that the wrong way, 97 is probably getting you sooner, and you might not get that first down.
Yeah, so I had to kind of see what Hooper was doing. And I know most safeties and corners are told to probably cut the blockers or limit the amount of blocks. So I knew he was going to try to cut him, and I just kind of figured out the way Hooper was going to throw him down. And 97 threw me a couple more yards ahead. So
showed some good burst there too.
Yeah,
like you saw it and you hit the burners.
Yeah, I try to be patient. Is what I do. I try to let the blocks develop and then try to turn it into second gear.
One thing you were saying there, Ray, was that playing quarterback in high school helped you, but also I would think that you're not even to your peak yet because you haven't played running back as long as everybody else. So I think there's more time to learn.
Yeah, last time I actually truly played running back was like sophomore year of high school. The junior year of high school, actually, by my senior year, I played quarterback, and then my prep year, I played quarterback. So, but it was all triple option. So I was running a lot, but still, it helped me, know the game. So that's the same thing where they do that. Yeah, and you just got to identify who we have. Yeah. They were doing that a lot just to kind of get us all mixed up, and you can kind of see what the two D tackles were doing is when they bend it around. So he set a pick, and then he just went around. So if you look up front, look at 93, and I don't know what number he is up front. Yeah, but they just did a simple pick, and 93 went to the center, number 97 picked the center and wrapped around.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ray, you saw it.
Yeah.
Like you saw it and you go over there, you're like, you're not going to be mixing me. It's 3rd and 11. They know you got to throw.
Well, yeah,
you start right and you go left. You're like, he's not getting my quarterback.
Yeah, so I realized that they were going to do that, so I ended up just coming and helping on this side. I had seen that.
Smart.
Yeah. When you watch a lot of film, you start to realize and see a lot of stuff. And again, once you see the way our old lineman, is pushing them all game. So eventually something was going to break. and that's my signature. So that's what I do now. I told you. It's my celebration now.
I like it.
And it's funny because this is the way I ran this touchdown was exactly how I do my drills with my running back coach pre-game. And it's just a simple, come in and work elongate the angles and work your way out. Come in a little bit and then try to elongate your angles so more of the outside and make that the corners and safeties run, like make them kind of hard for us to angle tackle us. And it's a simple, great blocker from Kenny Yeboah and Matt Henney and Isaac Moore. Isaac Moore definitely had a key block. Like I said, you always depend on what that DN does. You saw the DN rush up the field, and he gave me the hole that I just replaced him. That's where he was lined up at. I just ended up replacing him and going straight down.
Like you already know here that this guy's getting blocked here at the top of the screen.
Top of the screen.
You do a great job. You have a great feel for understanding, where the hole is going to be before it's there.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't get right, but you do is like penetration by D linemen can be great, but if they don't hit you, it leaves a huge hole. You know what I mean? Especially the DNs if they crash.
Yeah. So again, it's like I said, we were beating them all day with outside stretches, and this was pretty big. This was like a 3rd and 1, 8 minutes left, and we're down. So
too bad you guys weren't running on them the first half.
Like trust me. I'm not going to say much, but you can see here I had to try to get the first down, and I got horse collar, that won't happen this season of getting tackled from guys from the backside. So
Yeah, just trying to grab anything.
yeah, trying to grab anything, and he did. But again, that was a pretty good down again. And then I made some pretty big clutch first downs right here. Got this first down for us.
Oh,
broke that tackle.
It was like, I got to keep the legs moving. That's all. I knew that eventually they were going to figure out a way to stop the outside zone. And what they did was they just 11. Then he just didn't fully collapse inside, and he was able to follow the wave and find a peak. But you got to tackle, man. That point, you just had to keep moving.
Can't tackle a freshman.
Yeah, you got to keep going, man. And I got the first down and put us in a really good field position right here. And we were able to, get the touchdown because they were so used to it.
Yeah.
This one, again, like I said, we ran this play and, they were just trying to figure out what they were doing up front with the 2 linebackers. This time they didn't bite so much on it, and they brought their safety last minute down. So, yeah. But these next couple plays, I can't see. This is rough.
Yeah, ducked your head a little bit there.
Yeah.
He said he's not going to.
Yeah, and they brought the same thing right here, as you can see.
Yeah.
They brought it, and this time they actually came, so I was able to pick 43 up. I identified him in the beginning of the play. And
you doing all right over there, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm dying, but I'm surviving.
Okay.
if we need to cut it short or whatever, we don't want you'd have to get an EpiPen out or something.
No, you're good. This one just doesn't know how to clean up cat hair, so we're straight.
All right.
We're straight.
All right. Just making sure I got this right here.
Yeah.
Who's Jay Jordan, right?
Jordan.
Jay Jordan 25.
Mother. Oh, that's Mama Bear right there.
Ah,
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Mama Bear.
Who's
She's the-
D-Moo 800?
I think that's his uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
He keeps saying nephew, so
Yeah, he said NFL, meet Ray Davis.
There you go. That's the family.
Mom says, "Hey, everyone."
You
So
should be proud of your son for a freshman to explain all of this and going into your sophomore year. It's pretty.
Yep.
Yeah. So we played ECU. ECU played us in a typical 4-3-5 kind of ish. You can see they got the 4 down linemen, 3 down linebackers, and they kind of play us in different fronts and just different ways. They didn't necessarily bring a lot of Mike blitzes or Will blitzes or just anything like that. They played us pretty simple. They'll bring a blitz here and there. This is one of my best games. So I had 157. This game was just a lot of guys they weren't tackling.
Yeah.
I could say. I was able to break out of here and just try to get some yards and get up there.
Get positive yards.
Yeah, just get positive yards. And then this was just a simple screenplay for our receiver. And my goal is just to make sure I get that corner, and I was able to maintain a block. And Isaiah again did
This
the
kid's
rest.
nice in open field.
Yeah, Isaiah is really hard in open field. He's a pretty hard guy to grab open field. But
How tall is he?
I don't know. I think Isaiah 6'2", maybe.
He looks tall.
Maybe
Yeah.
6'1".
ECU, they have the nice receiver, CJ Johnson.
Yeah, CJ. Johnson. He's
He's a
pretty
beast.
good. He's a beast. So I think it's just outside zone. Just follow my 2 pullers and just try to get as many yards as possible. I was able to. This game I was getting a lot of yards, in the sense of
Great hole here, too.
Great holes with double-digit yards
Yeah.
and most of the runs. This was a first down that they called here. Then we were really beating them in the run game really bad. It opened up a lot of RPOs for us. It was a simple quarterback draw. It's hard doing a quarterback draw because you don't know which way the quarterback's going to go. You
Yeah.
just have to try to work with the linebacker because he can only see where he's going. I can't. So I kind of just have to, pray that I get a good block and set something up for Toddy.
Is this other quarterback here? Is he younger?
Yeah, it's Toddy. Toddy is a redshirt junior, so he has 2 more years left.
Okay.
But yeah, that's Toddy. Toddy is a great athlete too. I think he's going to do great at Colorado State.
Oh, he transferred?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
they get a lot of transfers and they just blow up out there.
Yeah.
True.
Sucks.
Especially receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to cut this guy.
Yeah, I tried to. He didn't really give me much to work with. It was almost a penalty, but luckily they didn't call it.
Yeah.
Right here, I'm just trying to get us in field goal This guy boomed me actually.
There you go.
Damn, man.
Yeah, but he hit me hard. His own helmet came off, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, the goal was just to get us in field goal position. And I haven't done it this game. I found out that I had a stiff arm, and I found out I actually have the spin move in me. So able to stiff arm him and just get as much yards as possible, get us in the field goal range.
I was say you broke multiple tackles there in the beginning by, glancing blows, by getting outside, and then two guys that took them to get you down at the end, and you still gained a couple extra yards even after they hit you. So
I
love
upset.
seeing that forward momentum.
This one they didn't give me the first down. I definitely got it. Yeah, they didn't give it to me. As you see the yellow marker, I was over it.
How
I
is
think
that
the
not
guy
a
was
first?
just. So I'm saying,
I see the face mask.
Yeah, I was afraid they didn't, man.
Maybe
I
the
was
yellow
upset.
line is messed up because the
I was gonna say, the first
Yeah.
down marker and the yellow line are way different there.
Way different. So I was upset because I feel like I got the first down, but I guess I was wrong. But if you go back in this play, I was just trying to set up the blocking for the receivers.
I like
trying
the
to set it
pace
up.
on this
Yeah,
run.
the pace of it, just trying to set it up. I knew these guys would bite if I would give a little move, so I shimmied outside and kind of went back inside because I got 26 to go into the block of B-Mac. And then after that, it was just me and one-on-one with the safety, and he just had, a great angle. I didn't get the first down, so I had to get it right here. Just a simple power play, just trying to just get down, hit field, and was able to keep my legs moving and get the first down.
they
You notice
couldn't
a
tackle you.
difference?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
I was just gonna say they couldn't tackle him. I feel like he's breaking the tackle every carry.
Yeah, these guys, I don't know. It was like 98 degrees out there, so I'll give it to them.
Yeah.
Do you notice a difference, Ray, with your power when you were 210, 212 versus 230? Do you notice a difference?
Well, I mean, I didn't necessarily get to play at 230, so I don't know how it was in college. I mean, in high school, dudes couldn't tackle me. If you look at my high school film, my 230 was like, I feel like I was playing at 195. Like, I feel like I was fast. But 210, I mean, I feel like I'm a lot faster, more elusive, and I'm finding out things where I got a spin move and can stiff form. So
Yeah.
it feels like it's a lot lighter playing. This was just trying to get a hole in, just to block. And this is where I found out that I think I had a spin move. This one was just simple. Yeah, next clip. This is just trying to just get upfield, get as much yards as possible. As this, no, not this one. I think it's a couple more, but again, just getting upfield, trying to get
Strength.
some yards. Yeah, just trying to push the power, get some yards, and stuff like that. We were trying to get a little bit of pass game going on. Didn't get it. Yeah, this is just, again, try to get inside, work the way inside, try to go back out, try to elongate the angles. So if you see safety 20, if Joe Biden got up to 34, it'd be Archie was at 13. I mean, 13 got a pretty good angle, but if it would have been me and 20, this is where I found out that I had a spin game right here.
Was that outside zone last play?
Yeah, that was outside zone.
Man, your old line moves.
Yeah, they move. I'm telling you, those guys are beasts up front. They mostly are the reason. Not mostly. They are every reason why I was close to 1,000 yards.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where I was at a spin game. If 17 wasn't there, I think I would have made Sports Center top 10 on that one.
Oh yeah.
I would have probably got number 9, but because I don't think that night anything was going on. But 17 wasn't there, I think I would have had it. It was a pretty good spin move. I didn't know I had that in my game.
Got some Braxton Miller going.
Yeah, after I did it, I went over to my teammates and I said, I didn't know I had that.
It's just natural, like it just came.
Never tried it again after that one. From this angle, it looks pretty cool because he actually goes down.
That's a nice spin, man.
Yeah, it was.
Garrett's not a fan of the spin move.
I'm a fan of it when it works. I'm a fan of it when it works. I played running back in high school, and one of the things that was always tough was with the spin move is you kind of lose your perspective of where everything's at, and you have to kind of it takes some time to reconfigure where all the defenders are at and stuff like that. So you lose a little bit of vision sometimes with it. However, there's some guys that are very, very skilled at it, and so I have no problem when it works.
Yeah, it was pretty good. This one I was able to just get some yards back up. We were first and 15, so I just there was another outside zone play, and I was able to find my tackle and my guard actually, and just kind of follow him and somewhat get some yards. I think I was able to get us back to maybe 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 7.
We got a question from the chat here from JP's Perry assistant or something. He said, "What's your favorite play call, and which defensive formation is ideal to run that play against?"
Yeah, I don't know if I can say the play, but definitely I would just say outside zone.
Yeah, you guys run a lot of outside zone, it seems like.
Yeah, we run a lot of outside zones. So I'm definitely a fan of the outside zone. With it doesn't really matter what front necessarily, what defense to play. Like if I really would have to say, I'd say ECU's defense because I had 157 yards on them. But definitely what ECU's playing, and if they switched it up again. They started the game with a 4-3-5, and then they kind of went 3-4, whatever. But every ECU was playing is what I love. There we go. And Georgia Tech, whatever Georgia Tech was playing too, is what I loved.
I couldn't get that game, man. I tried.
Yeah, no, whatever they were playing, I loved.
We lost your video. I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
I got it back
okay,
up.
I didn't know if the allergies were.
No.
You prefer your outside zone, Ray, with tight ends? Do you like it with receivers? Everyone's spread out less than the
It depends. Sometimes if a team's got really good DNs, I like our tight ends to be backside of the outside zone because I won't get tracked down by a DN. So it all just depends.
It's a big receiver there. Is he like
B-Mac,
6'5"?
I think B-Mac is one of the best at the receiver game. I think he's underrated, but
He's
people
tall.
are going to see. Man, he's a fighter. Him one-on-one with any of your corners, he's beating you up top, and he's big.
Yeah. They call 6 here?
Yeah, they gave me 6. I can't see if it was worth 6. I kind of see me in there. I wish that they let me redo it because I was gonna jump. I wanted to jump. You can kind of see me in there.
I hear it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm in
Super
there.
Ball's in your left arm.
Yeah, it's in there. So that's why I was hoping. Yeah. If they didn't call it, I was gonna just jump over. I think
give us a bow.
Yeah.
What are you talking to your coach here about?
We were talking about just kind of what to expect, what they would do next time we ran that play and kind of fall down blocking. This one was hard because we were kind of trying to figure it out at halftime how to do it, and I just kept a lot of guys are picking me up, man.
Yeah, man.
It happens at practice, so I had to keep my cool.
Don't you hate that though?
I hate it, man. I just try to keep my feet moving, and everybody thinks, oh, let me just pick them up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I still torched.
You fell on top of him though, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
there you go.
Not tackling, man. They got to tackle. The not tackling. I was able to jump, get a little hurdle in there, and just keep pushing. Guys aren't tackling. You got to tackle, man. Got to tackle.
No, and that's a sign of a good running back, though, man. You got to break those arm tackles.
Especially as a freshman.
Yeah, you get that. I mean, we tease out is no arm tackle should ever take us down. Coach Gabe preaches on that.
Got a little
lot of things.
claret in you.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that.
Do you feel like any kind of a philosophy in terms of how you take on contact? I mean, do you try to initiate it? Do you try to?
No, I've learned to not initiate. I just try to protect my body, so I embrace myself. But I always try to just throw a shoulder here and there. I look at it the way that these DBs are breaking down. You got guys who are flat-footed, so that they're going to be pretty easy to just kind of go straight through. And you got guys who kind of pitter-patter their feet, kind of expecting to lay the boom. And so I kind of just look at that. You got guys who just, if you plant your feet, I'm going right through you. I know if you're a pitter-patter, I'm going to have to just try to absorb the hit or just take it one-on-one with you.
Do they ever? Do you guys ever practice falling?
Fall? Yes, we do. We do that for our opening stuff.
I feel like that's this one.
I was upset. This was a touchdown, man. This was a touchdown. And, our receiver didn't really know because of the corner. He didn't know where I was, and the corner. Most corners kind of run up to the receiver, so he was able to ankle tackle me, which is
dang.
He swiped you.
That was 6.
Yeah,
that was definitely 6. I think I was beating.
What would you run a 40-yard dash in?
I don't even know. I think I'm like 7.46 round 4. I think I'm like around 4.5.
Okay.
On a good day, stretching, I think around 4.5.
We had Josh Johnson on. What did he say he was going to run?
He said 4.4 flat, but the bigger deal was the bench press.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He said he was putting up 30 reps, right?
Oh yeah. 30 reps.
30 reps at 225.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see if he does. Do you know Josh Johnson at ULM? You know him at all?
Yeah, I heard of him. I mean, if he gets that, I think that'd be the record for running backs. I don't think anybody.
That's got to be up there.
I don't think anybody got there.
And he said easy. He was really confident.
He was, at first I kind of want to laugh at him, but he was so confident in it. I was like, he might not be lying. I don't know. He said that very confidently.
This was another 6 right here. As you can see, my shoe fell off. I had a lot of issues with ankle tackling this year. The guy face grabbed me. I was able to keep it pushing, and then and I was 6'2". Sometimes if I had less shoe tackles, I would have had at least 12, 13 touchdowns.
So if you have one thing that you're working on this year in the off season more than anything else, what's the one area that you really want to improve in?
Just keep my feet, my legs up, and kind of keep. My dad always told me just high knees. Just that's kind of the biggest thing, and then blocking will get you in the league. That's what I think.
For sure, get you on the field.
Yeah, we preach so much of being a 3-down back. So,
do you think that was a big part in you getting on the field as a freshman?
Yeah,
understanding blocking and all that.
I take pride. I take pride in blocking. So yeah.
Are you a film nerd yourself? You said you like to watch film.
I like to watch film. I like to look at what people do, and I've probably watched a lot of film in my time here in college. I've been here for a year, so it means a lot to me. We were beating them with a lot of outside zones, and this one is we just ran again. And then just trying to get the first down. I was able to cut back inside and
you guys
get it.
Bullying them.
Yeah. Then we got them. We got them so much on the outside zone that we ended up just sneaking one in.
Yeah, that's a great play call there.
Yeah. I don't know if I had any more runs. I know the lights went out in this game.
Yeah, that's right. I remember cutting this up, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think it was maybe a 30-minute delay. Again, another simple.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's tough because you get cold and everything. I mean, I know it's warm there, but you're not loose anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I even went in after this. I think I was done after a couple more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we were. I don't want to say we were up big, but we kind of felt that. I didn't get the first down here. That's the thing we went for right here. I didn't get it. That's what I'm upset about too. Is I got to try to get a lot of more first downs and put our team in better position. In outside zones, they were kind of starting to get it a little bit. They would just bring a lot more. This one, I feel like I made a move too early. If I were able to just go and attack him right away, it'd be fine. I made the move. He fell for it, but the other guy was able to come and get me. And then.
Oh yeah, here we go. I forgot I included it just to.
3 minutes to go in the game, too. Dang.
Pat McAfee was loving it, actually.
Yeah, sure he was. I was listening. Dude, that guy cracks me up, man.
Yeah, he was loving it.
Where do you aim when you stiff arm, Ray?
Say it again?
Where do you aim when you stiff arm?
I try to go chest area. I try to go mid-chest area. Sometimes you can get – I try to stay away from the face because I don't want face masks, but what I try to do is I try to just lunge and throw my hand because that power of just kind of pushing them off. But I aim mid chest.
Shout out to
I think a lot of guys.
Macho
Scotty, man.
Is he the guy you tried to get the all 22 from?
No, it's not. That's not. I did not get it from him.
Okay.
The Macho Scotty.
Is that why you put that in there?
Yeah, I was about to shout out to Macho for not getting the all 22.
Yeah, Macho's the man. He actually went viral.
Did
I
he?
actually don't remember this run. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I do remember that hit because I thought it was a little.
Probably because it was after the lights went out.
Yeah, I was a little extra. I definitely thought that hit. I was gonna just throw 51 out, but then I remember getting yammed at backside.
Well, Ray,
his first game right there.
How you feeling, man? We usually do 2 games. We have 3 here. If you want to go ahead and do 3.
Yeah, was this a Tulane game? I can knock the Tulane game out. Is that the last one?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll kind of go through a little quicker here.
Tulane game was. I mean, this is the game I showed my blocking ability. We have to do a lot of blocking because they were giving us a lot of different looks up front. This one I should have scored, man.
Ooh, good run.
This is a great run here.
I should have scored, but just the
damn, he tripped you out.
Yeah, I could have had some more with that.
When I talked earlier about your processing, there's 2 runs in this game that came to mind, and this was one of them.
Sorry.
You see the field really well, and you just have a really good feel for the leverage of your blockers in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, because you press this too, it makes them flow. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, so with outside zones, you gotta look at what the DNs are doing, but they could always sneak a corner in there. So look at 25. I don't know if he was a corner of the safety, but they blitz him, which he made my insert a lot quicker than what it needed to be. And I happened to be able to ride the wave, and there happened to be an open block. I feel like I could have pressed that safety a little bit more to make him bite. On if I would have gave him a jab step inside and back out. I did my jab step a little bit too early. And I was really stiff with it, as you can see. So if I would have pressed a little bit, gave him the jab step, then went back out, that would have been 6.
You're breaking those this year, though.
Yeah, I'm not allowed that to happen this season. I had to block the DN. I was able to get him.
Man, a couple of these, I mean, if you don't get tripped up, you have probably 1,100 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this season I could have at least 13 touchdowns and 1,100. In this game, I took pride in my blocking this game, and I picked up a lot of stuff. As you see, they brought a little bit too much here, so I was able to pick him up.
Yeah, nice job.
Him out the box. This one, same here too. They brought the safety. I was able to pick him up.
I love that.
Take him off his rhythm.
And that's something I love seeing, the punch there. That's something I don't see enough. Good punch that you stopped him cold in his tracks.
Yeah,
and that's big time.
Yeah.
Are you shoulder then to hands, Ray?
Yeah, well, I mean, we preach hands, like you want to drive with your hands and get them. But that one, I just absorbed it with my shoulder because I knew he was coming full blast shoulder wise. And again, I should never ever lose to a safety.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, this one was just simple. Just that they like sent blitz.
Pancake.
I was able to throw him. I took pride in that one too. The launches, just again, I shouldn't lose to a safety or a corner.
You were angry in this game.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I think it was my first game. I think it was coming back from USF.
Do you have like a switch that you flip?
Like in the game,
like a different persona, like Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
What he's the.
It's like when I don't get more than 3 runs in the first half, then you gotta just. It's one of those moments where I think I just got to be a dog 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like a chart or a prize or anything for a pancake? Did you get anything that week?
We don't do that. We should be doing that every freaking game. So we don't really get a lot of celebrations. And the running back wise, we don't get a lot of.
Okay.
We should be getting those blocks, but up front you can see that bringing a lot. So I knew I was going to. And we look at it with those 6 people. In the box down low. So I knew that I was going to have to grab one of them, and I was able to go into a line. I pre-snap determined I'm grabbing him. So if you look at the right side, he was a second end. Okay. So 2 on that next guy. So I pre-snap, grabbed him, and I picked him up. And what we try to always think is we want to go to him, not him come to us. We want to meet him at the line of scrimmage because within that case, it's a toughness battle right then and there.
Right, and you're going to pick up the backer or the DB, not the end, right?
Yeah, not the end, no.
Okay.
This one, I split through it. Yeah, I split through it. I got more extra yards. It's about just staying skinny and trying to find the hardest holes right here. And I was able to stay skinny, find it, and just try to keep my feet moving and get some more yards.
You wouldn't have got that at 230, Ray.
Yeah, I don't think I would have got that at 230. I would have probably got it. But then that one, I was able to – the same thing here. A lot of these guys are going to give me shoulder hits. I don't know if they show it from the other angle, but they brought 2 in, which I had to take the first guy that was a threat, and I took him, and I ended up knocking him into the line of scrimmage, which took him off his course.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, same here. They brought the guy a little bit late on the other side.
That'd be tough for you to see, though. That's really tough. For you to
see it's hard. Same thing here. I could have had it, man. I could have had it.
Man.
This ankle tackles all season.
Yeah. It's that high ankle sprain.
Yeah, that was the first game back for me, I'm pretty sure, too, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, so I was very –
So did you miss a game last year?
Yeah, I missed a USF game. I tried so hard to get back. I had an ankle sprain, and I ended up and doing some damage to the ligament. This one was rough. It was just really bad pre-snapping, but
what was the play design on that one?
that was just outside zone, just to kill some time, yeah.
Sure.
So I got to say, I've been in a lot of Devy drafts this offseason, and your name's been being picked by a lot of guys.
Proud. I'm about to, credit goes to my O-line and my team, not me. You guys should be picking them. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. You're pretty good.
We would if we could.
Yeah. Pick that whole line. Matt Hennessy, Jelon Fair, Hooper. Pick those guys, man. So this is one I was talking about earlier in the game. So if you look at start back, I think they show from the other view too. I don't know if they do. But so if you look at 7, I mean I can't circle it, but 7 he's all the way on the outside to the right, my right, where our tight end is. So he ends up splitting my tight end and my tackle, which made my aiming point and my cut-up point have to be a quicker insert. So he split them two, as you can see, boom. So I don't have the outside no more. So what I realize is, again, I have to stay tight, get skinny, and I end up finding a hole and getting through and end up getting yards.
Nice cuts, man.
So he was in like a 9 then, Ray?
Yeah, he was somewhat in a 9, but he was a little bit in. He just beat at pure speed. He just beat the tight end, and the tight end went and grabbed the corner because I think it was a corner crash or something like that. But yeah, I take pride in my cut and my vision, and my cuts are pretty down packed.
Yeah, that's
because you're under balance too. Yeah. Not a lot of guys can cut and then maintain their momentum and their balance. You do a really good job of that.
Yeah, so I'm proud of that one. That run again, I just had to make a quick transition and cut up, and I seen what he was doing, and he ended up cutting up the field and taking away that. Yeah, you can see it from this one. So he's in a 9 tech. If you were to take away the tight end, he's in a 9 tech, and he just beat the tight end because our tackle couldn't get that wide, which he made my decision process a lot faster. And yeah, this is why staying tight and keeping balance.
Those are some tight splits. Is that normal?
Say it again.
Those are some tight splits. Is that normal? You guys
for us?
Yeah.
For your offensive lineman.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's tight. Yeah, that's normal for them.
Oh,
what we had thought was it was 3rd and 1.
Oh.
So if you look at it, if you were to see like the whole thing is we were getting ready to do QB wedge because we thought it was 3rd and 1.
Gotcha.
And then we realized it wasn't. So then we backed up, and those guys were already tight enough, so we kept it like that.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Did you see Cincinnati game?
Walked up.
So this had to be, I don't know if he played Tulane before Cincinnati. I can't remember, but that's where you get it. Then they sent guys late in this one. Tulane sent a lot of their guys delayed blitzes. I tried to stretch it as far as possible to get some yards up, which I was able to get a couple yards.
Yeah.
I just stayed with the blocking. Kenny Ebola did a pretty good block here for me to go up. He was washing his guy down. I was able to insert under him.
No, that was a really good run considering as a defense, that's exactly what you're looking for. You're trying to wash them out to the sideline, have no room there. So for you to find a gap, even get any positive yardage there, that was really good patience.
Yeah, this one, I just, again, was trying to get as far as outside as I could and, try to find a hole. Right here, it was a simple RPO. And this first time you guys will see me pistol inside zone. And I was able to find some really good holes. And I made a jump cut inside. And this is one thing I'm trying to eliminate too is hop stepping. As you can see from the beginning, I hop stepped into the hole, and then I was able to start running. That's what I'm going to try to eliminate a lot.
Yep, waste time.
Yeah, just try to get shooting down. And right here was a key block for our touchdown because they sent a lot more than we can handle. I just picked up the first guy that was the closest to Russo, which was number 5. And I was able to pick him up, give him a little light chip to throw him off his path, which I was able to give Russo enough time to complete the ball, throw him off his path, score the touchdown.
You had to sacrifice your body there.
Yeah.
You tried.
This one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that corner. They were sending a lot of corners late. That 25. What is that? They did a corner crash, I want to say. No, not even really a corner crash. He just played the run. He ended up beating our tight end. So with me knowing I wasn't even pre-snap, to be honest. I was just me having to just make the adjustment right then and there.
React. Yeah.
Yeah, to react.
Hey, have you gotten physically stronger this offseason, Ray?
Yeah, a lot stronger. I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I always try to chase down blockers.
What's your favorite lift?
I'm a squat guy. I can squat a lot. I got some pretty thick legs, so squatting is my thing.
Yeah. Well, what are you up to?
I think I max out around like 485 maybe.
Nice.
During my max day. I can go a lot. I know I can go a lot more. This play, so again, I'm gonna always respect my wrongs and always critique my wrongs to be better.
Mhm.
So for me, we had the blocking. I was so much worried about trying to get outside. I thought that Isaac could probably pin him to work him inside. I can get around him. And once I kind of saw the first body, my goal was I just reacted to just plant, which is not good to plant your feet. So once you plant your feet, you lose all momentum. And my goal is, all right, well, maybe I can stiff arm him and get back. And as you can see, I was about to break that tackle, but it's just a lot of guys were coming. So I was in the wrong completely there. I went from 2nd and 2 to probably like 3rd and 5.
But that's kind of like that run where you took it outside the game before. You baited him inside. It's the same thought process, but didn't work that time.
Yeah, this one didn't work. But so this run is simple outside zone. The guy came down. He didn't make the tackle. I was able to get off both of them and then just get some yards, more extra yards.
Real quick, Ray, I saw this a couple times in the Tulane game where you had kind of an exaggerated first step. What was the reason for that?
This one right here on the outside zone, I don't know if you can see it, but
here, go back to the beginning of the it's this play right here.
Yeah, so it's just what we do is just right here. It's just pause to the catch. You want to give the quarterback enough time to catch the ball and make.
Gotcha.
It's nothing crazy this season.
So it's just a timing thing. That makes sense.
Yeah, but this season we got some work for you, so don't worry.
Who's your?
I like that you keep it secretive though. Like that's smart.
Smart. Yeah, who's your running back coach?
Gabe Infante. He's the living legend here and on this side of Jersey and PA. Coach at St. Joseph. He coached DeAndre Swift. So I have a lot of respect for that man tremendously as a coach and as a man because, he always let me know when I'm wrong. He always tells me never get too high, never get too low. Never accept the bare minimum. And, he makes me go hard.
Yeah.
Hey, man. And, he lets me know. He lets me have it when I do wrong. So, in this play, for example, this was just a simple halfback screen, and I took my eyes off the ball. That was a pretty pivotal moment. We were only up by 8, and I was a minute and 30 left in the game, and I didn't come through for my team. So a minute and 40 left in the game. So there's a lot of things I want to fix up, and I can't let my team down like this. Like that could have been at least staying in bounds and letting the clock run out would have been good.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up the tape. Appreciate it, man. I love just how smart you are about the game and how young you still are. Like, that's so good to see, and I'm so excited to watch you this year and pick you in some of my Dynasty leagues, dude.
I'm telling you, Kayvon.
See, the thing is, everybody knows I'm high on you, so they always take you right before.
I was saying, if you're in a one with Bruning, you're not getting them.
I know. It drives me nuts, man. I can't talk about people anymore on Twitter.
We talked about that today, yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you for having me. I didn't know I was going to get an allergic reaction.
Hey, you fought through it,
man.
Yeah, I fought through it. I mean, I feel like as soon as I get out this house, I'm going to be completely fine, happy. But yeah, thank you again for having me. Thanks for rescheduling and letting my family watch and learn a little bit of stuff with family and friends. So thank you a lot.
Of course. Thanks for working with us. Sorry about last week, but I'm glad everything worked smooth tonight. We'll have this up on YouTube probably by Friday.
Wow,
and what are you doing? You doing anything cool for your 4th of July?
I will not. I will be probably working out.
There you go.
If we have a season, I got goals.
Yeah.
We got goals. The team has goals. So,
How many bows are you going to get this year?
How many what? How many what?
How many bows?
Man, that's a question I got to ask my whole line. How many bows we gonna get? When I score, it's not me. It's. I think every running back when they score, it's never for them. It's for the big guys up front. That's their touchdowns.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
It's their touchdowns. But I'm hoping, personal goals. Which this is the last time you ever hear me say personal goals. I want 1,000 yards and I want at least 15 to 20 touchdowns this season. So about 15 to 20 bows.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Start
We'll hold you to that.
Cool.
We'll cheer you on.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for
All right, man.
coming.
You have a good night.
Appreciate it.
All right, Ray.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good
Holy
night.
shit.